Hey there, thanks for joining us. If you dig our work, be sure to subscribe so you can stay updated about our weekly releases. Thanks a lot and enjoy.
What have you learned from me that changed you?
Kind of the bravery to be insistent on justice. Like, for example, what was happening with the bus company today. I was like, I'm gonna go in this other line and solve the problem, but this lady over here is in trouble because she made Mariama mad. And Mariama's not mad at her because she's a bad person. Mériem is mad at her because she's being unjust, right? And she's the mouthpiece for some injustice. And Mériem is gonna fix that injustice. Which is why I think you should run for office. You're gonna be a great leader. And that might be one of my areas of weakness. I'm not accepting of injustice, but it takes, I guess, startling and traumatic examples to really get my back up. And sometimes I'm just sort of conflict avoidant and accepting, but you're not, in a very positive way, you know, that insistence on justice, and I really admire that about you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to answer this question too. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from you. More so, take it easy, like chill out. Just chill out. It's going to be okay. And that's huge because I was really high strung before we met.
So ironic that I'm hypertensive and you're not.
And I'm not. Right, like I'm all good, you know, and you have to like meditate. We both have to meditate, but I've learned to just chill out a second. Just give it a second. And I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you. When was the last time I disappointed you most, and how do you feel about it now?
Yeah. Do you remember when you told me the conversation you had with your student who was resistant with dress code, and she was like covering herself? I did not see it your way at all. And it really threw me for a loop because I identified with her because she's a Muslim and I grew up Muslim. And there was, in my junior year of high school, I wanted to embrace the entire covering of a Muslim woman. And I remember battling, can I do this, going to an all-girl Catholic high school? Like, that was a huge struggle for me. So with this situation with this young student who, it's, you know, the month of Ramadan, and she's like halfway covered, like she's wearing the hijab, but then she's wearing, I think she was wearing like a hoodie as the hijab. That just threw me for a loop because I know what the struggle is for a young Muslim woman, to identify and even relate and feel accepted in the public school system in the county that she's in.
Right.
I totally get it. But I also get that she's probably coming from a household that holds true to that Islamic faith and the culture that is attached to Islam. So she was that's how I saw it, that maybe she's at a crossroads, but you saw it totally different. Like,
well, and how do you feel about it now?
Well,
it's been a bit since Ramadan. So.
Yeah, I processed it, and I realized that as an educator from your seat, what you desire of your students, probably it just looked conflicting with what for me, it was conflicting. For you, it probably looked like she was just not following the rules. Like, pick a side. You know, if you're Muslim, it's fine, wear the hijab. If you're not Muslim, remove or if you are Muslim but you don't practice wearing the hijab, take the hoodie off your head. Like after some time I processed that, and then you addressed it later. But I processed it internally, right? And then I came to terms with it, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
It's a good 5 days.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, you were pretty cold to me, but I was like, I am not going to say I'm sorry. And the reason for that, I mean, this was a moment where I was a little disappointed with you, because I was asking you because I needed help understanding what was going on. I was having doubts about whether what I was trying to enforce as a school policy was accurate or not. And based on your reaction, the way that you're seeing me is I'm oppressing her. And I'm like, I'm not trying to oppress her. I'm trying to make sure that she gets what she needs, which is not in trouble for uniform, and that she finished her final exam, because that's required. But in that moment, my point of disappointment was that you treated me like and viewed me as an oppressor to this girl that as your own sister. And I'm like, I'm trying to help her out. I don't want her to walk away with a 0 or get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but when it was finally clicking that wasn't personal, that was emotional, right? Because of your whole life experience, you should just let it go. Then I feel fine about it now. So
does that mean like you won't come to me
that
again?
that was the thing I told myself. I was like, well, I won't ask her again. And then I thought, you know what, I can still ask her. I just need to be prepared that she might have a reaction that I wasn't expecting.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to not ask me again.
Yeah.
But I just think when I came to terms with it, I probably should have come to you and said, hey, this is how I processed it, and this is what I've concluded, and are we in an agreement? Right. That's what I should have done. I dropped the ball there. I apologize for that. But yeah, you're right. I was extremely, extremely emotional about that, and that is how I viewed you, and then I got over it. But please don't not come to me because you think that I'm gonna take it out of proportion or not focus on where you are, your position, and what you're dealing with.
It's like, and my job too. It's like I don't make these rules,
right?
So I just have to live with them. So
yeah.
Babe, when are you the proudest of me?
Oh my God. It has to be when you are presenting, going to conferences, when I see you develop professionally. I'm proud and also turned on because you're like hella smart. So it's super sexy to see you like doing all this stuff. It's like, oh, wait, he looks good.
With my 5-second jobs this summer and all that.
Yes, because you stay hustling. You stay on the grind.
I know.
You stay on it. And although you do need a break, I'm so proud that you've got that passion to educate and inform.
Yeah.
I don't see you as simply a teacher in a classroom. I see you as so much more than that. I feel like the classroom is not large enough for you because you do so much and you think so hard about your students and how you can flourish in your career. That is when I'm most proud and most turned on. That needs to be a part of that question. Yeah.
I think that I'm most proud of you when you are parenting Horde.
Horde.
All right? You're telling these children what they should value, what they should appreciate, how they should act, all the things that they've got to do to be successful now so that they can be successful later. Yeah. And you're so convicted about it. It's really sexy.
Really?
Yeah. We took that little survey. I didn't come up as a permissive parent, but I am so chill. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, oh, you didn't brush your teeth for 3 days? Man, that's a disappointment. Right. You should go up there and brush your teeth. And you're like, brush your teeth! Get the peroxide out right now. Get that done.
Right.
Your mouth stinks.
I think that's an even balance, right?
It is.
I go hard on certain things and you're chill, and then we swap.
Yeah.
And when you are in their grill and you're talking to them with a calm fierceness, yeah, that's also a turn on. Yeah, that's also a turn on. Because it's like, oh, wait. It's kind of like when you get upset and the children are like, okay, we really messed up because dad is mad.
Right.
Yeah, for me, it's like when I see that, I'm like, oh, look at this. So, yeah, okay, I'll take that. Wow. I love you.
I love you.
You didn't say it right.
Oh, I love me.
Now, I don't, what?
I love you.
I love me.
I know. That's the Han Solo one.
That's the Han Solo. Thank you. I love you, babe.
Hi there, if you're still seeing this, it means you really dug the video and it really moved you. One way you can join us, one way you can support us is on Patreon. skindeep.com/Patreon. You can join us, become a patron. We'll see you around. Thanks a lot.